Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. Ignore the stupid frogs, just ignore them. We're in 47th place. Flamboyant Castle by Kantos. Average score of 66.2. Patchy was high on this one, everyone else kind of around the same. Well, except for Ace Spark. 1 energy element, 1 tricky token. Let's get into it. This is reminding me of the, what the heck are you? Reminding me of the one storybook castle thing from the second contest. Okay, I can just ride you. Those are the enemies from Mega Man 6 that roll. Okay, and you're obviously... Oh, you can spawn those? No spawning those. Wait a minute, am I... I'm not on solid. You can spawn Mets because you have a Met hat. I don't know what I was supposed to do about that, other than what I did. There's platforms appearing and disappearing down there. Okay. So those will just hurt me when I step on them for too long. Random normal Mega Man enemy that feels out of place now. Hey, we got a capsule. What is that, a ninja? I wish there were walls where we couldn't go. Oh no, that's where the ninjas are coming out to attack me. Obviously. Oh, I didn't even see the thing there. I am almost dead. That is a problem for my general health. Okay. And we're dead. Where does it send me back to? Here? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what you're supposed to do about those enemies other than... use laser trident. Oh, that's just to get a life. Which I probably... Okay, the platforms are just here the whole time. I was wondering if they would be. Go up, Mega Man. I don't know what that stalling was about. We have Pushy Rain. Found the storm clouds. Whoa. This is a job for Rush Bike. Not there. I know better. No! Well, it was a job for Rush Bike until it wasn't. Fortunately, we had the checkpoint right here at the rainy spot, so we're not too far lost on progress. My ride fell down. So we'll just have to improvise a ride. Get a little variety here. This variety is not working. You know what? You can't jump up here. Told you. You know, this looks really cool, but functionally, I find it a little pointless to have platforms that are appearing and disappearing like this, when the platforms just remain there the entire time anyways. I might want to leave you alive. Or maybe not. I don't know how I'm doing this. And we're back to accidentally using M-tanks. I'm trying to figure out if those Mets can be hit. Okay, you gotta... If those Mets can be hit... Even if they have their helmets still on, because it seems like they can be. Is this a spike drop? Yes, it is. I don't like a spike drop there, when that would have sent us back quite a ways if we didn't have a checkpoint.
Give up now or die.
Okay. The music changed for whatever reason. It's now a remix of one of the boss fight musics, and now we have auto-scrolling. Oh, that's not a platform. remix of the Mega Man 6 boss fight theme. That was a very short auto scroll. Oh, here we go again. What is with all these mini auto scroll sections? Is that just the energy element? Yes, it is. Wow, no boss fight. Pretty rare to see a stage get this high without a boss fight. But I guess no one wanted to be in charge of the flamboyant castle. Why is there a heart coming out of Hardman? Behind a tough exterior lies Presto's #1 fan. Unusually dense for a plush toy. Okay. Let's check out judge comments and then be done with Nightmare Frogs for good. When this started off, I was interested. Neat music, distinct, if messy, visuals, and 2 solid enemy types made an overall great first impression. The log-carrying knights were a fun hybrid of a gimmick and enemy, armed with solid introductions and a strong difficulty curve. Yeah, I'd say that was my favorite part of the stage. Yeah, they can be a little finicky to control, but they make up for it through scenarios like the Token Challenge and the Blind Knight twist, staying interesting throughout. The wizards were also a personal highlight, owed to just many variations of them there were. Or just many versions of them there were. To just... Isn't it supposed to be just how many versions of them there were? My brain is broken now. Good job, Nick. Some were a bit awkward. The homing rings should have had the despawn of their brethren. And Yanbanes tend to add very little when they appear, but the rest, solid enemies all around. While the core gimmick is solid, if awkward, the other major gimmicks are no slouch either. I enjoyed the memory challenges with the phasing platforms. A fun mutation of an invisible floor gimmick. They could end up a bit boring if they're the only gimmick active, but I'm willing to chalk that up to differences in my experience. Meanwhile, the fire spikes are simple yet effective, being a good way to break up the level between more cerebral sections. Combined with the above-mentioned enemies and generally solid visuals, love the library bit near the end, and this has the makings of a solid level. Sadly, when this isn't relying on its platforming gimmicks, it stumbles. While it has a strong enemy variety, the majority don't seem to do much. Besides the 2 main enemies, the only ones I really remember well are the ninjas, because they get a big focus room midway through, and then barely exist otherwise. And the jumping shield knights, because they're a royal pain to jump over. Every other enemy just kind of exists, and I'm not sure where explosive non-tellies fit with the rest of the fantasy medieval aesthetic. Speaking of aesthetics, while most of this has some polish issues, the raining outer wall section looks pretty bad. Even if they're top solids, making the floor you can stand on the exact same color as the walls with rainfall for extra obscuring, that's terrible and for readability and can make that section really annoying. The only problem I had aesthetic-wise was some of those white banners in spots with the white platforms. That tripped me up. That actually caused a death for me. But the biggest stumbling block is the climax, which was definitely a letdown. The concept is interesting, and it starts off on a high note, but right around the second auto-scroll it falls apart. I've had at least one instance where I died against the far border, because that auto-scroll took too long to start, and the scrolling by and large adds nothing after the first bit. Then after a couple of scrolls, the boss just kind of sits there and dies. Considering how the chase started, the end of it is downright uninspiring and left me wanting more. The custom gimmicks and wizards handled pretty well, but everything else leaves something to be desired. Yeah, I kind of agree with Mick's score here. Yeah, that's why you need Laser Trident. Yeah, the auto-scroll felt really unnecessary for the second and third spots. And those two sections weren't much more difficult either. Well, they weren't more difficult. Castle crawlers. Just kind of the same comments as the other two. Hey, Patchy's saying the same thing about the white background elements. Yep. White background elements with white platforms and auto-scrolling super tense section is not a good recipe. Yeah, I did like those storm clouds. Oh my. I felt like the ninjas were out of place, though, as far as the new enemies go. There's Element Man. We're not going to talk to him. We have the... Can I just get rid of you, please? Thank you. We have the tier boss next. But for now, I'll take my leave.